that launches my third question, which is professionally or personally, what would you say is the gain of for two religions to come together in dialogue more than once even?
Well, I think that it's on both those levels. Thank you for, by the way, for your input too, and I appreciate that very much. And I think that professionally and personally, I would say one of the goods that is attained, if you will, is the fact that, as I've already alluded to, it reinforces, I think, a lot of the good in each of our traditions for the respective members. And I think that it also helps to clarify, because as we try to explain to the other, for example, we learn right away, wow, language is really limited. How do I explain this truth, this reality of Catholicism, or in your case of Buddhism? And we even use it was used today several times. If we can't, I think Father Frederick said, if you can't put it a definition, can you tell a story that might get at the truth? And that itself implies that it's not an easy thing to do. So I think one of the gains, if you will, as you ask, is just to help. I know I can say it's true for me, and I believe it's true for all of us, is that, you know, it's helped me to clarify, to think deeper, to reason again, and to go over, to muse, to mull over, and to chew, you know. So that's a very good thing to do. And it's an environment, a very trusting and respectful environment, where I know the Buddhists respect the Catholics, and the Catholics respect the Buddhists, and we respect the traditions, and we respect the truths that we hold. And so I think that's and I think also it's very beneficial to go away from our dialogues and to say, I've been so enriched by knowing these wonderful people, that you know, despite all the things you read about in the paper and all the bad news, this is good news, and that we've come together. These are wonderful people doing wonderful things, and living their faith, living their practice, bringing good to the world. It just makes me feel optimistic, and it makes me feel hopeful, and I think that's been a good thing as well. I think too that we've come together, and I believe that our shared sitting together, for example, our shared prayer together, our shared being together, and sitting quietly does good for the world. It's a positive force in the world, and that I really believe that, as we would say, the Spirit is working in that, and that there's so I think those are just some of the personal and I would say, on a religious level, some of the real gains that we've experienced.
Well, to every afternoon of our gatherings, we celebrate the Catholic Mass and the Eucharist, and I know that the energy the good energy that generates resonates here at the City of 10,000 Buddhas, and I think throughout the world. And I've had the privilege of sitting beside you in meditation, and I know that Catholic contemplation has a long tradition, and that we could mutually encourage each other to investigate this stillness is a great joy. And certainly the world benefits when we slow down and look deeply inside. Well, let me say, just representing the City of 10,000 Buddhas, it's my opportunity to do that. Thank you for your support over the years to this gathering, and the leadership that you show in bringing the two religions into conversation and into the relationship. And it is indeed the relationships that are the real reward. And so I would like to extend my personal blessing and support for all of the incredible good work that you do. Being a Catholic bishop in Salt Lake City certainly must have its own challenges there.
Well, it's a wonderful, rich experience.
I'm sure.
And thank you, Reverend Heng. Thank you so much for your friendship and for all that I've learned from you and with you. And I want to thank you for the leadership you have shown in these dialogues. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I thank you in the City of 10,000 Buddhas. I'll never forget the first time I was here, I think 2003. and the abbot was so extremely hospitable. And I'll never forget, he went to the great length of, it was later at night, dark, cold, and he accompanied me all the way to my lodging. And he was afraid, you know, being dark, and I was unfamiliar. He wanted me to get there safely, and I didn't want him. I was so honored that he would do that, but he would hear none of it. He said, "No, I'm going to do it," and he walked me. And I'll never forget that experience. It was really touched me deeply.
Wonderful. All right. Well, blessings.
Thank you. Thank you, Heng. Appreciate it.